Hey guys, I'm Lataya Rothmiller and you were watching ABC News Live. I'm backstage at the Laquan Smith fashion show. It's a bit chaotic, but you guys are going to get a closer look at exactly what goes into putting on a show as big as this one. Willie Geist left a great impression on the Montclair State students. Here's what they had to say. So there's certainly more to look forward to from Laquan Smith and his brand. He tells us he's preparing the show's collection to buyers and sellers in Paris, and his next New York Fashion Week will be in February, where he will be presenting his fall/winter 2020 collection, so he will be pretty busy. Hundreds of Montclair residents came here to take a stand yet again against gun violence. Memes are more than just a viral post on the internet. They're actually one of many ways that Montclair State students are consuming their news content. Okay, beauty gurus, makeup enthusiasts, this one is for you. If you have any concerns, the University Police Department offers open communication to all students. Guys, there's nothing left to say besides the fact that the hype for Laquan Smith is real. The energy in this room speaks for itself. The show was amazing. The looks were everything. New York Fashion Week, the most stylish 7 days in a Big Apple. It's an event where people dress up and step out to get a sneak peek at next season's style. One of the most anticipated collections this season, New York native and designer Laquan Smith. He has designed clothes for Lady Gaga, Rihanna, the Kardashians, and Queen Bee herself.
I started my brand at 21 years old, I guess specifically because I was rejected from, top fashion schools, and I really didn't know how to get into the industry.
He credits his grandmother for teaching him how to sew at the age of 12. He took art classes, attended an art design high school, and eventually formed his brand, based in Long Island City, overlooking Manhattan.
I have a really big, loving, supportive family. My family has been supportive from day one. If anything, they embraced me as a designer. I formed an LLC at the age of 21, not really knowing what I was doing, but I just Googled how do you start a business.
From there, the Laquan Smith brand took off globally, presenting his collection around the world in Dubai, Paris, and Nigeria. At just the age of 26, he was named to the Forbes 30 Under 30 list. This year, at age 31, he's had some experience in a New York Fashion Week game. The theme is Laquan's take on a Western hoedown, and for him, it's business as usual.
I'm just ready to get this thing over with. Laquan Smith brand really represents sensuality, femininity, female empowerment, and just unapologetically sexy. That's what it is.
And everyone seems to be on the same page.
Sexy, carefree, and raw.
Literally my aesthetic. It's like a sexy, confident, beautiful woman that knows exactly where she's going.
Edgy, fire. I think Laquan brings a certain energy to Fashion Week, which is excitement. We haven't had this excitement since Baby Fat.
It's almost like a singer debuting their album. What I've been conceptualizing and sort of being inspired by over the course of last 6 months, this is my opportunity to showcase that.
All models right now are about to start the show.
Models, you have to go! Can you tape my entire foot?
And then it's showtime.
Riley out. Up, Riley. Up.
I just wanted the models to feel empowered. I wanted them to have fun while they were walking down that runway. At the end of the day, they have to sell these clothes. So I need to say with any verbiage to get them to, create this fantasy.
I feel wonderful. I feel fabulous. It's a fabulous show.
We were all crying on each other because we were just so overly emotional because we realized wow, we put in so much work. And then it's just over like that. I was proud of my team and proud of what we accomplished, and crap, we pulled it off.
I love you so much. And his biggest inspirations, his mother and grandmother, waiting for him after the show.
It's just so emotional because it's happy tears. That's all. I'm sorry. I don't want to.
I think a lot of doors have been slammed in my face. The first person I call is my mom or my grandma. My mother never misses a show, and I don't think she plans on doing it.
After the show closed, the glowing reviews came in, but Laquan looked into the future.
I want Laquan Smith to be something that's iconic, but novelty, something that is not a trend. No one ever throws away or gives away their Chanel purse or their Dior suit. It's something that you're always gonna hold on to, and you're probably gonna pass it down to your daughter. I'm 31, honey. I have a lot more to do. I'm very excited for
Solidarity was enough to keep this crowd warm as they walked out to say, enough is enough.
that no more schools face a similar tragedy.
I'm here to take a stand against the government that will not help us in our desperate times of need. There are over 100 things that are harder to get than an assault rifle or other war-related weapons. How many more people need to die before somebody takes a stand?
And they're waiting outside the school, and they hope that you're alive.
Montclair State is just one of thousands of schools across the country that are participating in a 17-minute walkout, 1 minute for each life lost in the Parkland, Florida shooting.
Who were murdered at their school.
At exactly 10 a.m., students huddled around Professor Carl Nussbaum.
I thought it was really important that my students know about this, and they also have an opportunity to talk about gun violence.
If you are 18, you can vote. You can change what's going to happen in this country by voting.
I came here to bring more of a physical presence, not one through the media. I feel like we love to go on there and say how bad we feel and how we wish we could do something, but being out here, being present in the cold, it's more of a challenge. It tells us, even though it's college students, that we can come out here, the little that we do can make a big difference.
Right inside, students are using TweetBeam in order to monitor the hashtag NJWalkoutWatch, where tweets are flooding in by the minute. Hanging inside were the photos of previous lives that were lost as a result of gun violence. A subtle reminder that this is nothing new.
The votes are more important to them than our lives. Votes are more important to them than the children's lives in these schools. They won't change anything. More people want guns than who don't want guns. So I'm here because I want to help change it, and I know that if we don't, then nobody else will.